Then after the intermission sequence, we come to once again another black screen with music playing again. And this lasts for the same amount of time the first one did, but still, it's kind of aggravating to people that why can't they just do the movie, but like I said, I'll explain what this black screen is at the end of the review. Then Frank Poole, being as stupid as he is, goes out and puts the original AE-35 unit back, and if you just watch the pod, it is rotating by itself. Who could be controlling it if there's no one inside of it? Just wait 30 seconds. That breathing noise gets really aggravating. Then Dave, also being a little bit stupid, goes out to save Frank Poole, which at the time I don't think that would have been possible because they don't have technology to bring people back who have been exposed to the vacuum of space until the year 3001. Then, while Dave Bowman is outside rescuing Frank, Hal, being as evil as he is, turns off the life support systems for the astronauts in deep space and kills them pretty much. So that's 4 people that bite the dust. Then comes the famous confrontation between Hal and Dave Bowman.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal. Hello, Hal, do you read me?
Affirmative, Dave. I read you.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's the problem?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hal.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Where the hell did you get that idea, Hal?
Dave, although you took very thorough precautions in the pod against my hearing you, I could see your lips move.
So he kind of screwed the pooch right there.
All right, Hal. I'll go in through the emergency airlock.
Without your space helmet, Dave, you're going to find that rather difficult.
Hal, I won't argue with you anymore. Open the doors.
Dave, this conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
I guess you should think next time, Bowen, before you hurt a computer's feelings. I guess. Then Dave now has to get into Discovery by actually exposing himself to the vacuum of space by going through the emergency airlock. You're in trouble now, Hal. So now Dave Bowman just disconnects Hal basically completely. Well, not entirely. He actually just disconnects his higher brain functions, so Hal can still do simple tasks, but now he's no longer capable of communication or driving the ship to Jupiter. So now Dave will have to do that on his own, alone. That's gotta suck.
I can feel it.
And immediately once Dave is done disconnecting Hal, this video recording comes on that's of Haywood Floyd. And basically he explains everything that Hal was keeping a secret from them. That Hal actually knew about the mission, but he was not able to tell anybody. And that'll actually serve a purpose later on in the sequel. And in the end I'll explain why Hal did what he did. But even still, that was total bullshit that they didn't get told about it. I mean, you can't just tell them the information once they leave Earth, then they can't tell anybody. I mean, come on.
I can feel it.
So, now this is probably like a couple weeks or months later, but Dave Bowman alone and no one to talk to or anything like that, now knowing the true reason behind their mission, has managed to get Discovery to Jupiter, but oh, what is this? The monolith is back, or the moon's big brother is. That's what the book calls it. The only difference between this monolith and the last one is this one is 2 kilometers long, so pretty big. Now Dave Bowman decides to be a complete retard and goes out and investigates the monolith. Yeah, because it's just going to let him walk all over it. And now the monolith goes into complete blackness, and so starts the 9-minute long Stargate sequence. And Dave Bowman's last transmission in the book is, my God, it's full of stars. And now we are in this weird place. I still don't really know what it is, but like I said, I'll explain everything in the end. But Dave Bowman is transported here, and most people would simply just say he's going absolutely insane from being alone, but that's not the case, and now he's seeing an older version of himself. Then that older version of Bowman sees an even older version of Bowman. Then that older version of Bowman sees a dying version of Bowman. And then the dying Bowman sees another monolith, which this one actually isn't even given a name. All the others were nicknamed TMA 1, 0, or 2. Or the 2 kilometer one was just nicknamed Big Brother. Then, just like how the monolith of 4 million years ago showed the apes how to use tools and bones as tools and weapons, this monolith turns Dave Bowman into the next evolutionary state of humans. The Star Child.